Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about 5 things I hate in Sweden. Yes, 5 things I hate. Normally, I never do anything that I dislike about Sweden. All my videos lean on the positive side, even though I talk about Swedes being unfriendly or the crime rate. I lean towards the most positive side of it in the spectrum. But today I'm going to be talking about 5 things that I dislike here in Sweden. Now, they're not big things. I wanted to keep this video a little bit light. My last 2 videos got a bit heavy, especially in the comments below. So I wanted to do this video because I've been thinking about these things and I thought it would be fun to get the Swedes perspective. All right, let's jump into it. For those of you new, my name is Shalika Marka. I lived in Sri Lanka and grew up there. And then I lived for 10 years in England before moving to Sweden. Now I moved to Sweden to marry my Swedish husband. His mum comes from Sri Lanka, so we have that in common. And I wanted to say before I start into the video that I know for someone like me who's moved to Sweden to a network that's already well established here in Sweden, it's a completely different perspective than if you came completely with you and your husband or your family on your own and you knew nobody in Sweden and had to start from scratch. I can understand that that would be a lot more difficult. I really wanted to say that and that I was aware of that for anybody watching. So, number 1, Kalles Kaviar. I hate it. I love caviar. I can eat it on toast. I can eat fish roe in sushi or on salmon, but I don't like the Kalles Kaviar. It's got such a fishy flavor. It's got such a fishy smell. It's got this sort of grainy, mashed up consistency that I don't like. It's really something I can do without. Now I know that Abba Seafood has been manufacturing it, I think, since 1954, if I'm correct. And the Swedes love it. My kids love it. My husband loves it. They eat it on eggs. And I have to say also, we've got a lot of Sri Lankan family that really enjoy the Kalles Kaviar, but I just can't get myself to eat it. Well, I've tried it, and that's why I can say I don't like it. So unfortunately for me, Kalles Kaviar is 1 on the list. Number 2 has to be ostkaka. Now, I'm not talking about any ostkaka. I'm talking about Helsinglass ostkaka. Now, I love Smålands ostkaka, the one that you can get at ICA. I love it. I love the taste of it and the consistency and everything with it. But the other one, oh, Helsinglass ostkaka, my poor sister-in-law. I love you, Sissy, if you ever watch this video. But that cheesecake is not my favorite. I mean, I've tried it, and if she serves it to me again, my sister-in-law, I won't say no. I will eat it because it means so much to her, but it is not my favorite. It's something I could easily do without here in Sweden. So let me know in the comments below which camp you are. Are you Smålands ostkaka or you Helsinglass ostkaka? Let me know in the description box below, all of you Swedes watching. And number 3 is Surströmming. I hope I pronounced it correctly. I'm a bit unsure, but it is renowned in the world for being one of the most smelly food there is. Now, coming from Sri Lanka, I know firsthand that some foods can really smell. Sri Lanka, you can get durian, and durian has its pungent smell. I don't like it at all. My aunt loves it, so she eats it, but when you open it, it just smells to high heaven. And Surströmming reminds me of that. You see a lot of videos on YouTube, all these sort of big macho guys trying to open it in the States and then getting hit with this smell and throwing up and puking. Now, I do know, for those who love to eat it, like my husband, that they eat very little of it on a knäckebröd, some hard bread with some onions and chives. And I love sill in Sweden. It's one of my favorite foods, and that's probably why I can eat it for Easter and for midsummer, and again in Christmas, maybe 2-3 times in Christmas for a Christmas buffet. But Surströmming is not my cup of tea. I haven't really tried it properly, but I just can't get over the smell. Now, I've been around when we've opened a can, but it's just not my cup of tea. I know lots of people, even Jamie Oliver, he really tried the Surströmming. He thought it was very tasty, but they really made him a a really sort of luxury little knäckebröd with all of it, just sort of very well balanced. I'm sure it's a lovely taste. And for all of you watching who love Surströmming, I have a lot of them in my friend circle. I'm sorry, but it's just something that I don't like, and I can go as far as to say that I hate it. We're getting to the last one, which is one thing that I hate the most in the world, and you're going to find out what that is. But let's go to number 4. Number 4 is the month of November here in Sweden. Now, if you've watched my videos previously, I talk about the weather and the changes in season, and I absolutely love the changes in season. It is something that I look forward to every 3 months here in Sweden. So it really is something that I love. But if you took out the month of November for me, I wouldn't be complaining. I hate November. November, nothing really happens. It's too early to have, too late to have autumn, and it's too early to do all the cozy things you do in winter. It rains. It's just cold rain. It gets dark. It's a sort of this adjusting month. It's just damp and raining, especially here in places like Stockholm. It's just a really crappy month. Nothing happens. Really sort of a month that I could do without. It just doesn't do anything for me. The only thing is it would cut my year by a month, and that probably is not something that I want to do. But I don't like the month of November. So let me know in the comments as well. Do you like the month of November? Which month in the year would be your least favorite here in Sweden? Some people might go as far as to say February. I need to have a little bit of coffee. My throat is getting a bit dry, but okay. The thing that I hate most about Sweden is the double duvet. I hate it with a passion. The double duvet. I understand, but the Swedes are just too practical. I understand being practical and that it's good for each person to have their own duvet. They can choose their own duvet. You are not pulling off the duvet from each other. But as a couple, why would you want to have 2 separate duvets? I think you're already making the bed for a separate marriage or a separate relationship, in my opinion. So I hate it. And the reason I hate it mostly is because I love to make my bed. I really do. And it has taken me almost 15 years. Really, it has taken me 15 years to come up with a method, the right duvet. The first 2 duvets we had were too big and too fluffy. You always had this sort of bulge in the middle. Our room's not big enough. I thought of having a chest, putting those into the chest every morning and buying myself a nice big fluffy double duvet that I could put on my bed to make it nicely. But it just doesn't happen that way. And I hate it so much. I can't play footsie with my husband under the duvet. It really, I think it's just not my cup of tea. I don't like it. I understand the practicality of it, and I am sure I'm going to get lots of comments here. But I don't see the purpose of it. I mean, you can't make the bed nicely. And why would you not make your bed nicely? It's the largest part in your bedroom. I understand the Swedes like to be practical. They like to have their own private space. And all of these things probably lead into the fact that you have 2 types of duvets here in Scandinavia. But I hate it. I hate it with a passion. And I could really do without it. I do have 2 duvets. I know you can get a double duvet here. But bless my husband, it's the one thing that he wants in the bedroom. I got to choose everything else in the bedroom. So he was like, oh, please, we've had a double duvet. So we slept on this bed when my, in the flat. So when we had a flat, it was a really small flat. So this has a sort of double duvet and we did sleep on it. But when we moved into this house, he really wanted to have 2 different duvets because he thought I can get quite warm when I sleep. So that's probably one of the reasons why. So those are my 5 things that I hate about living here in Sweden. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, had a good laugh. If you did, please leave me a comment in the description box below. Which of these things do you agree with me? And which of these things do you think I'm just crazy for not liking? So thank you so much for being here. As always, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.